Hey, amazing parents. So I had an adult client the other day and we just had this fascinating conversation that I wanted to share with you and get your opinion and see where are you on the journey of exploring slow, gentle movements at home and having a home therapy program with your child. So my adult client had a very large event happen to her about 10 years ago, and she's been super focused on trying to get back to how things used to be. So she's trying to get her body back to how things used to be, how her body used to work, how her body used to move. She's really uncomfortable in the way her body moves right now in this moment after this fairly traumatic event happened to her about 10 years ago. She basically wants to be fixed and have things go back to how they were. Now, this is super common. I see this especially with adults in my private practice. When adults come to see me, often it's because of a stroke or a brain injury or some sort of back injury or shoulder injury, some sort of injury, and they want to be fixed and move back to how things used to be. Now, how I found out about the Anat Baniel Method was because of my own daughter was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder. And looking back now, I can see that it didn't take me very long to realize that I couldn't go back to anything. My daughter didn't have an injury or a moment in time where she was never herself. She was always herself. She has a genetic disorder. I and modern science can't fix a genetic disorder. So my daughter's been who she is her entire life. So there is nothing for me as a parent to fix. Now, she does have significant delays, and I was super focused for the first couple years of her life trying to catch her up to milestones. But because I couldn't fix her into something that she was never before, she's always been herself, I quickly realized that a lot of the traditional therapies, physical therapy methods and approaches just didn't fit her. And I went down the rabbit hole of looking for learning-based movement therapies. And that's when I found out about the Anat Baniel Method, and it really resonated with me because it was a learning-based movement therapy. The movements aren't designed to fix my daughter and turn her back into something that she never was. The movements are designed to access her brain. So it's a learning modality, not a fixing modality. So I'm able to create opportunities to support her unique learning style right through movement. So anyway, back to my client from the other day, she just had this huge aha moment when she realized for the first time in the 10 years that she's been fighting to get back to where she used to be instead of being open and creating new opportunities in her future. So instead of looking forward, she was really focused on looking backwards, trying to get back to where she was. But the thing is, because of her experiences, she's not the same person anymore. And in fact, she's a much cooler, richer, deeper, smarter person moving forward, moving into possibilities than she ever was 10 years ago. So she had a mindset shift of moving into the future, moving into the possibility of growth and opportunity and new movement patterns instead of being focused only on trying to get back to something that she used to be. So it's something to think about, especially for parents with kids with special needs. What is your approach to therapy for your child? Is it a method that can expand and grow? Is it a method that expands into possibilities by connection and respectful movements? Or is it only based on mechanical fixing? And if you're following me, you're probably interested in learning more about how to explore your child's unique potential through slow, gentle, respectful movements. So hit that follow button for more information, share it with a family or a friend who you think might be interested, and we'll see you in the next video. Happy exploring slow, gentle movements.